Hurricanes. Starting at guard, number 2, Taquan Zimmerman. Starting at point guard, number 12, Cliff Clinkscales. Starting at guard, number 14, Antoine Mason. Starting at forward, number 20, CJ Washington. And starting at forward, number 23, Billy White. The head coach of the Halifax Hurricanes, Mike Leslie. The assistant coach, Stephen Brown. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the non-starters for your Island Storm. From the University of Prince Edward Island, guard number 2, Tyler Scott. From Little Rock, guard number 5, Kemi Osei. From the University of Prince Edward Island, a forward number 7, Brad States. From Damon, a guard, number 11, Torrance Dyke. From the University of Prince Edward Island, a center, number 15, Doot. From Fitchburg State, a center, number 50, Zach Valliere. And please welcome our newest edition of the Island Storm, number 42, Mishak Lufile. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce the starting lineup for your Island Storm, please welcome Cowboy Mike Hughes.
Island Storm fans, it's game time. We're in our house. Let me hear you make some noise. We are currently on a 5-game win streak in our house, and we're looking to make it number 6 to take the number 1 spot in the league. Let me hear you make some noise. Let's keep the momentum in our house going right here tonight. Let's get it done, Storm fans. We need all your energy. We need your intensity. Let me hear you. Let me feel it tonight. Are you ready, Storm fans? I said, are you ready? At guard from Jackson, Mississippi, Andre Stringer. At forward from North Preston, Nova Scotia, Chris Johnson. At guard from Los Angeles, California, Franklin Sessions. From the Lower East Side of New York, Duvon Mad Max Maxwell. And the big man in the middle from Modesto, California, at center, Marcus Bell. Storm fans, let me hear you make some noise. I said, let me hear you make some noise.
Well, welcome to this one. My name is Gordon McNeely. Excited to bring you the coverage between 2 great teams in the NBL Atlantic Division. The Halifax Hurricanes will come in and try to knock off the Island Storm. The Island Storm are playing very good basketball. They just came off a road win last night in St. John, a big win. It was a physical matchup, and they want to keep things going here to try to make it 6 in a row. Halifax has had a good month. They just came off 2 tough losses to Cape Breton. Really close games, big battles, but listen, this team needs this win. They're fired up, and this crowd in here is, well, first of all, it's the biggest of the season with well over 2,500 people in attendance here in Charlottetown today. So reach out on the feed. As you know, you might not know, my main man, Peter Ruttgazer, is not with me today. So I look to the feed. I've got it set up here, so you become my color commentator, everybody watching. So all you have to do is write down your comments, and I'm going to try to get them out. Again, the Storm are welcoming Mishak Lufau, and I see already a nice note from the Netherlands. Mishak came in yesterday, flew into Halifax. His girlfriend picked him up at the airport, and they drove to Charlottetown. So that's how much commitment he has. So it's great to have Mishak here. I've watched him play at Cape Breton numerous times. Great young man. Coach Kendrick really spoke highly of him to start this one off. So let's get going today. Listen, watch for Mason. Billy White is one of the best players in the nation. They're really, Tyrone Watson's going to probably have a big game. Cliff Clinksdales and the crew. So here we go. Tip-off. We'll start. Storm in white and orange. Halifax in all blue. Ball's moving. Maxwell pushes it back to the top. Not much time on the shot clock. 10 on the shot clock. Stringer gets fouled to start against Billy White. So that's not what you want for Halifax. You know, 20 seconds in to get Billy White a quick personal foul, trying to block the shot. But Stringer can create. Good start for the Storm. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Happy New Year, everybody. So make sure you're extra special on your comments today. Let me know. Try to get everybody involved here. Hi, Lisa. Okay, Ron, let's go Storm. Terry's already talked in, so he's cheering for his Hurricanes in Halifax. So they'll take over, and I like Cliff Sales as point guard. Cliff is doesn't score very much, but man, does he ever know who to get the ball and when. Nice offense. And Stringer will pick that foul back up on Billy White trying to reach around. So he'll pick up an early one. And that will be on the baseline. So he was not in the process of shooting. So make sure you tune in and let me know if especially the Halifax fans, let us know about who your favorite player is and how they're doing this year and what kind of things and outlook you look for this team. Ball's in the post. Short fadeaway, try to beat the shot clock. Stringer will try to bring it up nice and slowly. Ooh. And Andre Stringer hits a 3. Wow. And that's what happens when you get to the foul line, hit a couple free throws. We're just watching the action. They get tangled up. Again, Marcus Bell just got tangled up. Down low early, and the refs had to separate them. And we're going to talk about the action last night. Marcus Bell in the lineup today. If any of the Storm fans watched, he got ejected last night in the game against St. John. There was an altercation, and he got ejected. So I do believe he'll be suspended in the new year for whatever the league decides. So, but he's playing today. Sailed over to Billy White down low. Have a great ball movement from side to side, and they're gonna get a foul on 24 on Marcus Bell. So, and he doesn't like it. So that was a foul off the ball. So he's going to have to play without his hands. Good reverse footwork there. And that'd be Zimmerman. So reverse forwards mean he was on the right side of the court, has established his left foot, right foot, and then shot. So Chris Johnson, big game last night, and they're going to need him today. Lots of room for Cliff, and Marcus can't hold on to the ball. So I had a good chat with one of my friends who did ref the game in St. John last night, Spencer Jeffrey. And we chatted about it, and you know, he had good points. He said, geez, these guys just need to get out there and play and forget all the other stuff. And it gets physical down there, you got to let it go. So an air ball from this side, so from Watson. There's Zimmerman, sorry. Oh, big crossover by Session. He's been doing that all season. Leaving guys and going right to the basket, that time uncontested. So early Storm lead, 7-3. Coming off a screen, the Storm are switching some of those screens. Oh, jumped. Maxwell challenged him, came off his feet and allowed for penetration. And that's all it takes is those quick bursts. So that's Mason. That's what Mason does. He gets you up in the air, and good player. So that'll get Session off. And I had a really good chat with his girlfriend who's here, or his wife, sorry, who's here. So really nice girl, Nikki, sitting in the front row just beyond the basket in that kind of camera shot. So welcome. She came all the way from Orangeville, California. So I know Frank is pretty excited about that, along with the whole Session family. Hi, Michael. Let's go, Andre. Yeah, good start for him. Yeah, tough little fadeaway jump shot by Stringer, but he can hit anything and any time. So that offensive foul, just climbing up the ladder over Marcus Bell. And that's a good, and that's going to go on Washington. Big shout out to Mike Leslie in Island. He's done so much for basketball and PEI, and great that he's the head coach of this Halifax Hurricanes team. And Stringer with good footwork puts it in to make the lead 9-4. Someone's going to work the ball. Scales back over to Mason. Billy White's clearing off with his inside hand. Just misses that one. And a great foul by great follow-up by Washington. He gets in great position. I mean, you got to make sure you do the work on him before. Marcus Bell just back rimmed it. So 9-6 here. And more or less uncontested. That's Washington. So he's heating up. Good start from him, and they need big minutes out of him. Averaging big numbers this year. Maxwell's going to try to go one-on-one. Nothing there. Stringer will make it happen. And Zimmerman will pick up the foul. So I'll have to check to see how many fouls he's got. But welcome to the broadcast, everybody. Got a good start. A few people cheering for Halifax. If you let us know who's your favorite player on this Hurricanes team. Vice versa, let us know who you like thus far with this young Island Storm team that's really playing well. It's starting to radiate in the community. There's a massive crowd here today, and really great to see. So shout out to Coach Tim Kendrick and the program that he and his assistants are building. Brad States into the game. So Washington will take a quick breather. Clint Scales will bring it up on the left side of the floor. He'll work against Session. And a little switch return play, and States gets in and gets a steal right away. Shout out to his family in Bathurst. Oh, big defense. Really denying the wing. And listen, Frank Session has been struggling a little bit from three-point line, so he just hit his first three, so we'll keep an eye on that to see what kind of an impact that has, because when he starts hitting from the outside, very difficult. Oof, when that guy starts hitting from the outside, it can change things too. So that's Billy White responding back, and he went back and told Maxwell, you got to get up on me. States will get ball, nice ball movement to start. Johnson will try. Back rim right. Going fast. Hey, buddy. Should be at the game, big fella. Let's go, Storm, he says. Thanks a lot. How's your family? Happy holidays. Oh, nice dish out to States. He'll just miss just a little left, but his release looked good there. So Billy White, they'll move it, and Halifax has really good movement. Oh. And listen, Billy White is, Maxwell cannot, he's got to give Billy White a little bit more respect, because Billy White is a magician with the basketball. You got him up, made the pass, and you got to stay down. And that's going to go off the Storm. So Halifax has come in here, said, you know what, we're going to deny the wings, put some pressure on the Storm team, and it's kind of working. So I'm watching this matchup between White and Maxwell, and they know it's coming. These four players, 4 or 5 position. It's going to be a nice matchup to watch here. And Session and Clinkscales will be a really close one to watch too. And just 2 deep positions. So early on, the Hurricanes have a 3-point lead, and they're using their size effectively. And that foul is going to go against States. Good start. If you're just tuning in, welcome everybody. My name is Gordon McNeely. I am without Mr. Peter Ruckazer today. He's doing some hockey action. So let me know. I'm going to try to read these messages here. So feel free to tell me who you're cheering for. Oh, there's a little, oh, that was so good. Just can't complete. Just a little pump flake as he maintained his dribble. And Johnson with a man in his face, with Zimmerman right in his grill. Nails it. So 1-point game. This is going to go back and forth. High scoring affair today, I think. Mason, he's a wizard with the ball. Really good player. Can break people down. And good defense there by Maxwell. So, and you'll notice, I'll tell you what you'll notice in a second after we get a chance. Oh, Maxwell answers back. So what the Storm did too, good coaching by Kendrick, is that, as you see, you can sort of see the replay there. Just uses his size, gets over to his right side. That little hook is a great shot. As we get a timeout. So what Coach Kendrick did was he brought, and I knew this, Chris Johnson has been all defense for the Storm team. So what he's done is he switched out, and now he's got Johnson guarding Billy White, and he switched Maxwell off so he doesn't pick up any fouls. And he's got to make sure that you have big time pressure and physicality on Billy White. So we got a 1-point game. 5 minutes left to go in this one. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Universum does such a good job here. They do have a truck set up outside, and they do such a good job. So the replays and stuff, there's a great crew in there making this happen. So what's happening on the world here? Jay, a great all-around player on both ends of the court. Devon Maxwell. Yeah. How you doing, Dave Maxwell? Go Storm. Happy New Year. Yes. Yeah, so we're starting to get some comments in now. So 1-point game. This is back and forth, exactly what we thought. This crowd will get into it. And Cowboy Mike Hughes did the introductions, and this place was buzzing. Again, if you're wondering when that introduction goes, Cowboy Mike Hughes is a world famous 17-time wrestling champion here in the Maritime area. So he gets the crowd pumped up. I like the way Halifax is coming into this game. They're really starting to deny the wings and get out and try to make some things happen. So watch for a few more, maybe some back screens and stuff by the Storm. And the Storm has done a good job. Stringer came out. Frank Session has hit a 3. We see Dyke Jr. into the game. And that will complete the 3-point play. So Maxwell's into this. He's had huge games lately. Real huge addition to this team. Does so many things that don't have time to explain. Yeah, just ran out. That's Ronaldo Dixon in. So good penetration. Probably should have, there was a jump shot in there someplace. So just got to make sure he hits it. And Watson into the game for Clinkscale. So that'll be his first break of the day. And Osei into the basketball game as well for the Storm. Oh, Session and Billy White going at it. And he hits it. Puts it home. So, whoo-hoo, I like to watch that on the mismatch. And Billy White had to give him space. Yeah, and that's what Billy White does. So he's it's going to be a hard check for Maxwell today because Billy White is he's just a former MVP and can just play basketball. So very experienced. So I'll have to find the answer there for a tough Billy White. You can't really give him that much space. So, oh, Watson using his size. And bats it in. Oh, shooting it on the way down. Session will try, and he'll get it. He'll get the same sort of tip play that Halifax just got. So I don't know if there's an answer today for Session. This could be, he could be in the 20s or 30s here if this trend continues. So great start from him. And great take. Lots of offense. Oh, just incidental contact. What? Double foul. That was incidental. Anyway. I saw that from up here, and it looked like it was incidental. So the refs are going to call, I do believe, a double foul. Or holding foul. See it on the replay. Oh, yeah, just kind of bumped into Brad State. So, and listen, Mike Leslie, he's not happy with that. So advantage Storm there on that play. Oh, sorry, Dave King. I didn't know Billy White wasn't an MVP. I just figured he was. So you're right. He could have been on probably several different occasions. He's that good. So. So State's missed the first one. Misses the second. Doesn't really shoot that. Didn't really shoot that. Didn't get his legs involved in that one. So it's going to be 22 apiece. Storm basketball at center. So Dyke will try. Gets a foul on that last little effort. So Maxwell doing a great job in there of making offense. As Coach Kendrick goes to his bench again, come back with Chris Johnson and Stringer as well. Last little effort. So Maxwell doing a great job in there making offense. Yeah, thanks for talking about Mishak Lufals, who's the Storm's newest player, just signed and came in from Denmark last night. I talked to Coach Kendrick before the game, and he'll see minutes today, but he hasn't had a chance to go over much of the systems that the Storm are running, so he will, and coach is really excited about his potential. So thanks a lot for talking in about him. Great player. Watch him play at at Cape Breton University. So nice take there for Zimmerman. Thanks, Benjamin. See it. Short on that, rolls out. Halifax will retain possession there. Good effort by States in the backcourt. So here we go. It's Hurricane have a 2-point lead. 2:49 left in this first quarter. So it's going to be a high-scoring affair today. Both teams look pretty focused. They're running pretty good offenses. I'm really happy and excited to watch Halifax movement here off the ball. And a screening foul on the offensive side. And I think there was a question on there before about what call was that. So the offensive player before a few possessions ago ran into Brad States, and they called him for an intentional foul. So, or maybe unsportsmanlike, but it would be 2 in the basketball. So that's what happened there. And a good fast break there. Tyrone Watson finishes. That'll give the Hurricanes a 4-point advantage. So shot short. Again, Halifax is running the floor very well. And Osei will get the foul against Billy White there. So quick shots lead to a quick fast break the other way. So the Storm really need to get their offense moving, I think, a little bit here in this last 2 minutes, and see if they can get a good shot, but in the flow of their offense. And legs probably have to be a factor for the Storm team. They expended a lot of energy in St. John for that win last night. It was a great game to watch. St. John fans were fantastic. And Billy White misses that first one. So expect Coach Kendrick to go deeper, especially in the first quarter and second quarter. He'll go deeper into his bench. Great comments, everybody. I'm reading through all the comments. There's just not much time to read them all out. Bell will be back into the game. Tyler Scott's into the basketball game. So nice take. And that's Torrance Dyke. So working left. Little shimmy there, crossover, and just gets the ball up after the reach in. So good player, really nice young man. So really finding a home. Hasn't probably played as much as he probably would have liked, but his minutes are going to be crucial. He's an energy guy. He's made some big plays this season, so I'm expecting a really good 2018 campaign out of him. Little floater. That's Dyke getting up. That was a big rebound there for him. And Johnson was a machine last night. He hit threes and defended very well. So it's going to stay Storm basketball. Storm ball on the baseline. Lucky on that inbounds play. It wasn't very well run. So Stringer's trying to go left hard. What? How does he hit that shot? Offensive machine. He's really having a good season. So just too easy. That's Denny McDonald So good play there. I mean, that's what Halifax gets. They work their offense and they get great shots. Listen, Stringer gets fouled, the last minute foul. Andre Stringer is averaging 18.8 points per game thus far. So for a point guard to average those kind of numbers he's an offensive spark plug. So he's going back to the foul line there. Halifax, their early fouls are put them into bonus early. So both Andre and Franklin Session have had a good start to this basketball game. Looks like thought they were going to come out with some pressure there, the Storm. Double screen high. And Taquan Zimmerman, you know, just steps into it, and really that wasn't really well defended. And going to get fouled at the rim. Neither was that. So just a simple screen up top. Both these teams know that the last minute of play in quarters, you're going to get screens on the ball. And neither team did a good job of defending that. Way too much space. Marcus Bell head to the foul line. Misses his first one. So the Storm, you know, they've still got some room to improve from the foul line. Really have not shot the ball too well from the foul line. So they'll figure that out, and Marcus goes 1 for 2. 21 seconds left to go in this to take us to the quarter time. Good start to this basketball game. And second chance, third chance, and then there's the foul. So that's Denny McDonald. So coming into the basketball game with a huge impact right away. And listen, this Halifax team today is being led by Taquan Zimmerman. It's already got 10 points, 2 for 3 from three-point area. Billy White's got 5. Six seconds left, plenty of time. 6.8 seconds left, plenty of time to get a good shot for the Storm here. Put them up 4 points here. So Stringer's going to catch it on the run. Met by 3 players. Scott's trying to, yeah, they're just going to eat it at that time. So it's going to be a jump ball. Yeah, well defended by Halifax, not to foul too. If Halifax had fouled there, they would have put the Storm at the line. So good job defending that. And they'll get a chance for a catch and shoot. Oh, that was close. Good quarter. Storm went deep into their bench. Halifax with an early 4-point lead. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're enjoying this one. Excited. You could feel the energy in this place. There's well over all these sections are pretty near full. So it'd be hard to get a ticket for this one. Again, we're starting to see a lot more people come out. December is a hard month for these teams there's so much going on. But January, February, March, that's basketball time. So make sure you get out, especially if you're watching from Halifax, get out and see this team play. They're deep and they're good. So I'm expecting big things in 2018 out of this team. After 10-12 games, they're 6-6. The Storm are, I'd have to look up their record. I got all kinds of stats going on, but I do believe they're 8-4 at this point. So as you see some different highlights from that first quarter. So my man Peter Ruckgazer isn't here today. He is doing some hockey matches, so I'm all alone. So make sure you send me some notes. Who do you think's going to win at this point? Who do you think's going to win the Atlantic Division? You know, write it down. See what your team is. Ontario division's shaping up pretty well too. So NBL, this action in this league, a lot of these games are being decided by 3 to 5 points, and every game you go to is a good one. I'm very, very pleased with the quality of basketball this year. So the Storm in the second quarter, the Storm will come up. You'll see they'll still be digging a little bit deeper into their bench. Again, that was because they played just a mere 16 hours ago in St. John, New Brunswick. So, and Halifax, what a great start on the road to have a 4-point lead. You've got to be happy at this point. So again, Halifax, Zimmerman's got 10 points, Billy White's got 6, Tyrone Watson 4, Denny McDonald came in with 4 points, CJ Washington 4, Ronaldo Dixon 4, and Antoine Mason has 1 point. So I'm excited to see this second half get underway. Second quarter, sorry. It's going to be Storm basketball. Excited to see this second half get underway. Here we go. So Maxwell will take it out of bounds. Whistle blown right away. What? Try it again. And this crowd is getting into it. So we're just waiting. The referee is chatting over at the table. So here we go. Just waiting. The referee is chatting. No, he's going back for another chat. Here we go. Stringer will try to work it on the left side of the court. Coming off of 2 screens here. It's caught. Man, look at that. And Stringer with an assist to Maxwell for a big dunk down the lane. So split the defense. And Maxwell will benefit from that. So good to get him into the second quarter. Ball will go back up. So hook shot over top to beat the shot clock, doesn't go. So can the Storm get on the fast break? I haven't seen them really fast break very well in comparison to other games here. Maxwell will leave a jump shot short. That was kind of a heat check. Yeah, and that's Tyrone Watson. Good insight, Paul. Thanks a lot for that. I see your comments online, and you're correct in this one. Halifax really shares the ball, and they run their systems, and they get easy shots. And the Storm, it's a little bit of individual, but they're so good individually that, and they'll push to the screen. It's getting physical up top. So that foul, Antoine Mason will pick up that foul. And he had a little stare time too with Maxwell. So, and that's what Paul just said. The Storm are one pass and shot. And I think they're trying to feed off the crowd. I've seen that a lot this year. They're very freelance, and at times they're going to move the basketball. And at times they're so good individually that they're really able to create for themselves. So good job by Bell getting back to stop the fast break there. And that was Tyrone Watson. Good decision to bring it back up. Mason's going to try to go one-on-one here. He's got a mismatch on Stringer, but Stringer's really low to the ground and defends against bigger players pretty well. Johnson will try to come to the right side, set it up. Try to go inside, and he'll work against Denny McDonald. That won't go. So they could see in that quarter time, the Storm must have talked about defending Halifax's fast break. Good little play there. So that's, again, look, Antoine Mason can score in huge chunks quickly. So nice crossover by Chris Johnson. Really playing well. Again, out of the Halifax Cole Harbor area. Any of the Halifax Hurricanes fans would know this young man. Great career at St. Bonaventure. Played professional overseas for quite some time. It's nice for him to come home and play here in the Maritime. So just a lockdown defender, can guard any position, shoot the three, and penetrate. So hits the second shot there. Thanks for the comments, Woody. We'll talk about that again. Woody King, we'll talk about that situation when I get a chance. So good penetration. Probably should have looked to get up there. Creates a fast break. Ilivai, just a little bit of a lead past the session. Chris points at him. So just led him a little bit too far. So, but that's the thing with the Storm team. They'll lead the fast break with anybody. Just stepped out of bounds, I do believe, somewhere along the line. Nice using the high post. Here comes the screen. Oh, couldn't complete the dunk. Oh, nice little take there. Johnson's running the floor well, too. Yeah, Paul, would like to see the if Nova Scotia put together a best of team in the NBL. All the great players coming out of Nova Scotia over the last 10 years, they would be good. So lots of great basketball in Nova Scotia. Nice play. Oh, comes down with it. Maxwell looking for the foul too. Wow, he's pumped. He could only get pumped after he had to let the refs know he thought he was fouled. Great play there. Nice dish too as well. Good jump shot. Yeah. Watson. And that's a good, 15-foot jump shots in this league. If you can hit that shot. Maxwell is looking for a foul again, but doesn't get it. But man, he's playing really good basketball, using his athleticism. And Stringer's going to get that foul. And the refs are keeping an eye on this. I think Danny, who ref last night, is really keeping an eye on things. He was in St. John. And really blowing the whistles quick, making sure that there's no funny stuff. That's right, Woody. So we're talking about Marcus Bell got into a confrontation last night in St. John, and there was an altercation and got ejected from the game. So I chatted with a few people before the game. They said that any suspension, if it does come down, will not come until the new year. So that's why Marcus Bell is in the lineup playing today. So they go the other way, 2-point game. Hurricanes with the advantage until that point. Johnson comes down and hits a three. He's fired up today. Can't handle that pass. Billy White sat for quite a while, so Billy White's bringing it back into this basketball game, and he's gonna be big here in the second quarter. Just couldn't handle that pass. Nobody ready for the out of bounds, but Maxwell comes back for it. Will attack White. White wants Maxwell in the post. and he'll get rewarded with 2 foul shots. He's so good in the post, and there's not much Maxwell can do. Once Billy White gets his feet spread and goes for that post position, very difficult to guard in there. So spins off you going baseline so quickly. And this is the first one. Walks away from the foul line in disgust. Oh yeah, beautiful. So Frank Session is really hitting the outside jump shot, which will open up all kinds of stuff for the Storm team. So he needs lots of touches here. I think he looks like he could get really, really hot today. So, and I say that because, you know, he's a good shooter. He's just got to make sure those first couple have to get rolling. So he's got to shoot the ball in the flow of the offense. Johnson looking for a screen. We'll get it. Valier will move the ball. His first action of the game. And he'll dunk it right off the bench. But that was nice movement by the Storm. So we're talked about it. Some of the fans talking on the comments too, or the Storm moving the basketball. They're quite capable of moving the basketball. And this is what happens when they do. A little penetration. Valier goes up and saying hello to his family who like to comment in here and there. So thanks for tuning in. Again, we're bringing you the game from Charlottetown. Hopefully there's some Halifax friends watching. Great team. Get out there and support this Hurricane team because they're gonna do big things. They move the ball well. They're very strong at each and every position. And I'd like you to get out there and support them because I like this team. Again, Halifax won the last meeting between these two teams in a close game over there. And now the Storm see this Halifax team for the first time on the island as you see some highlights here. Great job in the truck here. Universal Media puts together these highlight packages pretty quickly. So Maxwell making a huge impact in this one. Great job in the truck here. Universal Media puts together these highlight packages. So a lot of those baskets, those dunking baskets and stuff, the Storm are getting assists on. So I think that they talked about it in the first quarter, and neat that everybody watching picked up on that. The Storm were just kind of one pass shotting or just shot. In that second quarter, you see them start to move the basketball a little bit, and good things start to happen. So they've got to be disciplined enough to continue that with 6 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Great comments in, everybody. Thanks a lot. We're reading them up here. Again, if you're just tuning in, great. Biggest crowd of the year for Charlottetown here. There's got to be well over 2,000 people here. Good looking shot. Can't squeeze the rebound for the Storm. And that's what happens. You cannot give Halifax second chances because they'll make you pay, and that's Zimmerman having a great game. So that'll make it a 2-point game. He'll try it. Session will try it. Look out. He just hit his second three of the game. And when he's dialed in, he's a streaky guy shooting the basketball. And we all know what he can do off the dribble. So for the Storm, you got to be looking for him. Another second chance opportunity by Halifax. Yeah, and they have to foul there. So foul there. Ronaldo Dixon will go to the line. So we thought the Storm might have retained or gotten possession back, but Halifax makes them pay. So really, that's a big storyline thus far. Is Halifax's tenaciousness on the offensive glass. And key rebounding too. So check out this stat. Halifax to this point has 8 offensive rebounds to the Island Storm's none. And they're out rebounding them by 8 or 9 points. So that's a sign really of maybe fatigue, because they would have just played last night. They just they just turned it over there. So, and that hurts for the Storm. You cannot be giving up these points mid-quarter or silly things like that. So Stringer will try a rainbow, and that was a tough shot. And States with a tip. So the Halifax has really picked up their pressure. Before that was Mike Poole. So a little bit disjointed here. So what they're doing is they are really denying Stringer the basketball. Valier tried to keep it alive, and that's what's causing a little bit of the chaos. And Billy White off of an alley-oop. Good catch. And finish. He's hot too. He wants a foul on that play. So they're really overplaying Stringer. Nice pass, but Valier on the penetration after the pass comes down for an offensive foul. Mike Poole is a good defender, isn't he? Yeah, I would agree totally. So just a versatile player that just wants to help his team in any way he can. Traveling. I haven't seen a traveling violation since 1987. So travel there, it'll go the other way. So Session gets it. Ball's moving. So only 2 real scorers on the Storm team that are looking to create, and that's Stringer right now. Call a double dribble. So Stringer and Session. So it won't be long here before Coach Kendrick looks to maybe get a third person out there that can, and that's what he does. He brings back Maxwell. So you can tell that these coaches know what they're doing, and they make good decisions at great times. So that was a good sub, I think. Tried to go backdoor, and that was such a great catch. And Antoine Mason, there was something to be said about catching this basketball. 2 guys around, and he found a way to. I just looked down for a second, and Storm have the ball back. So I don't know what happened there. If you do, let me know. Write it down. Stringer, open look, just back rim. And they're going to call over the back on States. Hi, Jude. Thanks a lot for that. Happy New Year, Gord. Appreciate it. Happy New Year to everyone out there. Exciting. 2018. Hours away. What better, what could we ask for? Watching a basketball game, hanging out. Nice turnaround, and they're getting inside position. So this is a problem as I watch this game, is that Halifax is destroying the glass. They are the better team right now, rebounding the basketball. So the Storm have a lot of work to do. If you cannot control the glass, and that's why you see Marcus Bell coming back into the game. So that should change things, and that's exactly why they brought Marcus in, is to control the glass and make sure that the other teams only get 1 shot. So Halifax doing a wide open look. Fell asleep. Wow, that's a good looking jump shot. You can't leave Mike Poole open. So hits that one. Both teams on their respective runs here in the second quarter. Good ball movement over to Maxwell. Hi, Francis. There, Francis checking in with us. Cheering on Andre. Cheryl, saying hi to Cheryl and Nella. Corson, they're at the game. Oh, very nice. Wow, that's great. I'll have to go meet them. Tell me what they're wearing. I'll go down at halftime and see them. So 2 minutes to go in this one. Yeah, you can't let Billy White attack your basket with that much momentum. And I like what Billy White's doing. This Halifax team came in here. They're playing under control. And that's why you're seeing Chris Johnson come back. Defensively, the Storm have a few issues today, just with rebounding, and they've got to kind of maybe pick that up just a fraction. And I think that they will here. They got to make sure that they stop that guy at the foul line. Just looking at some team comparisons. Halifax has 22 rebounds and the Storm only have 11. So that's a huge gap in the professional basketball sporting world. So good two-man game there, Maxwell and States. And they'll foul States' pass. Turnovers, Halifax has 9 turnovers, Storm have 8. So nothing else is really. Halifax has 4 steals to the Storm's 2. So it's just rebounding really is the only difference in this basketball game. So that's why you're seeing it so close. So 2 minutes left to go. Got to end quarters well here. Some space for Stringer. Doesn't need much space. Oh, yeah, he's playing on top of his game. So, did you see that, Francis? Great player. Really done some amazing things for the Storm this year. Nice. If you see that, Antoine Mason can hit that three-corner three. Just too much space. Oh, that crossover is crazy. But on the pass, it hit the mesh, which slowed the ball down. So that's a turnover. 4-point lead, trying to add to this 4-point lead. Oh, what a pass. There's a rebound. Good Session again. Is Session 3rd in the league in rebounding? So he gets one there. And then Johnson doesn't need any room at all. He's feeling good today. They got to look to him because that was a contested 3. So I'm enjoying this first half of basketball. Look, you can't make a backdoor pass on Frank. Just his hands are too quick. Oh, he's got the mismatch he wants. He's hit a lot of those today. They're playing well. They're shooting the ball well. It's just defensive rebounding for the Storm team. So that'll give him a 1-point lead. That mid-range jump shot has really been, steal. Oh, great ball movement towards the basket on that fast break. All 3 guys touch the ball. 4 seconds left to go here. No fouls. Ball goes off. What a nice way to finish. Oh, States almost hit that. What a nice way to finish if you're the Storm. You got to end quarters well in this league, and the Storm did that with a 6-0 run to end that quarter. So, look, well done by both teams. Halifax came into this building. This building was loud and excited today. They came out. They played their basketball game. They out-rebounded the Storm in that first half. The Storm answered back with good plays, individual plays. Frank Session is on fire. Andre Stringer is leading them offensively as well. stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this third and fourth quarter. It's going to be a wild one here today. So we'll step out for about 15 minutes. I think you might see a replay package playing, and get a beer, and we'll see you back soon. Hello, everybody. Just going to go over some stats with you. Thanks a lot for tuning in. My name is Gordon McNeely, and we're up here broadcasting this great game between the Island Storm and the Halifax Hurricanes. Listen, here are some numbers with 2 minutes left to go before we get kicking again. Again, great game back and forth. Listen, Franklin Session, these are crazy numbers. So we talked about it before. He's en route to maybe getting into the 30-point club here today, because with these numbers, he's 8 for 9 from the floor, 2 for 2 from 3-point for 18 points. So he's only missed one shot. Unbelievable. Andre Stringer, 5 for 10, 16 points. Great first half there. Devon Maxwell, 12 points, played very good basketball. Chris Johnson chipped in with 9, 3 for 4 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3. And then a couple other guys have 1 or 2 points. But that's basically your scoring. For Halifax, Taquan Zimmerman, he was 5 for 7 from the floor, 12 points. Billy White he was 4 for 5 from the floor, 12 points. Tyrone Watson, 8 points. Antoine Mason, 6. Ronaldo Dixon, 6. And Mike Poole had 5. And Denny McDonald came in there with a couple baskets. But what a first half. And thanks for the chit chat. We got some Franklin Session highlights. Again, his girlfriend Nikki came all the way, has been down here for about 6 days visiting. So we talked to her in the front row as she watches her husband play, and the play he did today. So, and thanks for all the comments too online. I am not. I love the chatter. So I try to commentate the game that's in front of me. So if a team plays well at different times, I'm going to give them credit for how they're playing, and that's as simple as that. Again, I'm the Island Storm announcer. I love this team, but I love this league. So if a team's playing well, I think you really want your announcers to just try to keep it as even as you can, and just tell you when you think a team is playing well, when they're not, what they have to work on. So that's the approach I take. So thanks a lot. And I'm reading all your comments, and you know, it is whatever. Everybody's got their own style, but you've got to make sure that you're giving these guys credit. All these guys come in from different places to play on this team, and they're giving it their all. So I respect every single player and the coaching staff in this league. So we're gonna bring you a great third quarter and fourth quarter coming out here. I'm excited about it. Look, Franklin Session did such a good job. Andre Stinger did such a good job. And what I say for the Storm is, where else are you going to get that scoring from? So not much bench production today, scoring-wise. For Halifax, the same kind of thing. Are they gonna move the ball as effectively as they did in that first half? And that will be the key to their game. But you know, you got to stop the Storm runs. The Storm went on a 6 or 7 point run to end that second quarter. Halifax on the road has to minimize that. They can't allow the Storm to run away, because that's how they've been winning games in the third and fourth quarters. So we'll start it here with one of the best point guards in the business, Link Scales. We'll pass over to the right side, and we'll start with some ball movement. Very good offense. That was really good offense. So they really do a good job moving the ball, and that's what it does. So Billy White with a dunk, because there was so much movement away from the basketball. So Session will try to keep going, keep his hot streak going. You'll see, well, he's going to get a push off there. You'll see the defense on those two guys, Stringer and Session. You'll see the defense on those guys really come up in this third quarter. So other guys have to step up. Tyler Scott has not played much today in this one. And oh, what a steal. Wow. Man, that was world class. Oof, against Cliff Clinscales. Just picked his pocket. 2 points for the Storm. is so skilled. And the rebound will go, and Session will start the fast break. Oh, seasoned wide open Marcus Bell for a big dunk. Heads up. So this is what you want to do. Wow. So much attention when Frank has the ball. There's so much attention that other guys are open, and he'll find them. Ball's in the post deep. There's CJ Washington. Over to Mason. Good ball movement. And still puts it up to try to beat the shot clock. It'll kickstart the Storm fast break. So they're just a little, they'll try to go to Chris Johnson. It's a screen there. Turns the corner. Gets the edge. Can't finish that time, but good take. And a little floaty pass on the perimeter there. And Marcus Bell almost got to that one. So Tyler's not sick. No, I talked to him with him before, and I think it's the flow of the game. I really do. He hasn't played much in this one, but listen, Tyler came off a 26-point game that pretty much won a game for them in a recent game. So it's just one of those games in this league. As a rookie, sometimes they're just matchups. Halifax is a big team on the perimeter, so he'd be matching up with like a Mason, which I think that he might struggle defensively on that matchup. But I don't know. It's just one of those games that. So great question. So good movement. Oh yeah, you got to block out that guy, Billy White. Just hanging around all the time and just he's so good around the basket. So Maxwell will try to, he gets pushed by White. And I think that will be on the baseline. So yeah, that's a good question. Tyler's not sick. He's ready to go. So and Coach Kendrick, the start of the season, he's brought him in more in the third quarter to for that shooting presence. And oh, what a shot! Stringer is so good to give him 18 points in this basketball game. So what? There's a double team coming. You leave the basket wide open. So not a wise gamble that time. So we're looking to watch this matchup. Billy White, Frank Session. What a catch. Maxwell gets fouled. So as we get some more comments in online, appreciate the comments too. You guys are great. So this is, I know there's a lot of family members. There's a lot of family members from this Halifax squad watching too. You know, let us know who you're cheering for. So good catch, and it'll go to the foul line. Maxwell, good free throw shooter. So Michael Stringer there online just talked about the priorities on defense. You know, that's really good because in the league, of 40 games, well, we see Lufal into the game for the first time. So big shout out to him. I want to make sure I give him credit. This is a big 6'7" power forward that can defend and protect the rim too. So he just came in from Denmark. So he flew in last night, and his girlfriend picked him up at the airport, and they drove to Charlottetown. So we're excited to have him. So that's Lufal, number 42 for the Ireland Storm. And just doing a good job. That's Taquan Zimmerman. So Halifax doing a good job of on that secondary break, finding the right guy and taking it right to the Storm. The time it doesn't go, so Franklin Session can shoot that rock. So good shot there. Halifax really moving the basketball nicely. And Billy White was a hand away from getting another offensive rebound. So he's all over the offensive glass. The Storm are really having a problem there defending and clearing the glass. Maxwell will shoot for the corner. Try to go up and over Billy White. Finds Mishak and finishes. Welcome to the NBL, big fella. That's his first basket as an Island Storm. Many more to come. So they'll go to the foul line here. Halifax will. Yeah, Karina, go Mishak. And Paul saying that Halifax really does swing the ball. What they do is they keep that point guard kind of about 4 or 5 feet off the three-point line and get it back to him and swing it to the other side really quickly. And it's in this league it's effective because the ball can move from one side to the next, and the defense has to shift so much. Oh, so not Denmark. What am I thinking? Not Denmark. The Netherlands. That's what I was thinking. Sorry. I kind of class all those countries the same, but appreciate the comments. We're reading them. That's where you can help me out. So looking to get it down low to Maxwell. Oh, big block by Billy White late on that one. It's hard to read and concentrate on a whole bunch of different things, so appreciate it. If I make mistakes, you guys let me know. I don't mind. Go to Maxwell. Attack hard. That is a great take there, folks. Man, that was good. Technically so sound. Like I said last game, Maxwell is capable of putting up MVP numbers every night. Look at that. Just attacks that open seam so effortlessly, and you cannot catch up with him. Plus, he jumps so well. That was nice. Oh, nice. Mishak's brother tweeting in, sending a big shout out to him. So must be pretty proud. Good. And Halifax really starting to extend this basketball game and hitting the shots they want. That's CJ Washington. There's that same move again. And then he's on the glass. But Billy White's tough down there, man. And not much you can do there. See, this is Halifax's discipline. Antoine Mason there. Great scorer in this league. Just a little bit out of sync there. So Storm really need to communicate in defense. Traveling violation. So that was Antoine Mason, just drag his pivot. So if you're watching, my name is Gordon McNeely. Hope you're enjoying the game. It's a good one here on the last day of 2017. Both these teams want this basketball game. Stringer will penetrate and get the body contact. And he's having a monster game. He's doing the little things. You'll see it on the replay. Just Halifax is kind of perhaps a little bit forcing in one direction too hard. And you saw Maxwell take advantage of that, and then Stringer. You know, just forcing them right, and that's a offensive player's dream. And then for the fans out there looking for Tyler Scott, he will be entering into the game right after these free throws along with Brad States. So the UPI connection. So with 6 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. Two great young Canadian players. States out of Bathurst, Scott out of Halifax. So States will be asked to guard Billy White, so his hands full. Keep him off the glass. He does do that. And then Session retains the rebound. Oh, Mishak making a big difference in this basketball game with another basket. What great post position by your big man. The product played at Cape Breton. Big career there. Oh, man. Cliff Klinsky wanted a foul on that. He just a good point guard. He knows when his team needs a bucket. Try again. That time it doesn't work for Mishak. It's going the other way. 3, 4 on 1. And are you going to be able to turn it? So big fast break there by Halifax. Overwhelming. Session trying to work. And I think they're going to call an offensive push-off. No, it's a hold. And Taquan Zimmerman was guarding hard there. Where is... Okay, so that ball was off. That we were watching Sessions and Zimmerman, but the foul was off the ball. So it'll be a timeout here. It's a 1-point game. Listen, this action so far, 4:57 left in this third quarter. Hope you're enjoying the action. Yeah, Chris making a comment. I'm surprised Cape Breton didn't sign Mishak. Yeah, I mean, you don't know how much space they have, what they're looking for, management, all those things. There's so many variables in this league. But that would have been an ideal signing for them for sure. But we are super excited to get him in this Island Storm. I think there might have been he probably wanted to play for Tim Kendrick. Tim Kendrick is one of those coaches that people want to play for. So great to have him. And Coach Kendrick was singing in praises before the game. I chatted with him briefly, and just a fantastic young man. So welcome to Charlottetown. This game is a hot one. I really think thus far this is a good timeout because I think the Halifax Hurricanes have a little bit of momentum. They're running their fast break well. They're moving the basketball. They've been hard to stop in this third quarter. And we're talking a difference of 4 or 5 points in this third quarter, but Halifax is really playing their basketball game. So the Storm, I think they just need a couple stops, and they need to go on a good fast break here, and I think things will change. So there's you see Stormy having a good time out there. All the fans, I know you guys have commented before, you love Stormy. Yeah, Dave, the call was away from the basket. It's a bad call. Yeah, so I'm just reading the comments out there. So appreciate you guys reaching out. Hopefully you're enjoying the last day of 2017. Appreciate a fan. I'm actually a fan got me a beer that I'm going to have afterwards. So listen, 4:53 left to go in this third quarter. A good third quarter. What it's been. Scott on Cliff Glenn-Scales there. Billy White's going to try to penetrate, getting it deep. Double team comes. Good recovery, good defense there by the Storm. And an over the back foul, I do believe. I'm just waiting for the referee's call. And that would go on against Brown. So, but they're tenacious on the glass. You got to reset the shot clock. That's what the referee stopped it for. So Dyke Jr.'s into the basketball game. Maxwell, Tyler Scott, Brad States for the Storm. And they'll attack against this Halifax team. Dyke Jr. is showing his ball handling skills. Got to come back left. And that's not easy to do. That's against Mike Poole. So Mike Poole, again, a great defender. So Dyke Jr. comes into the game and contributes. So good job there. Session will be the point guard right now. Trying to attack. Session loses it on the way up. Slippery hands. What a passer Cliff is. You can't get that one to go. Scott with the rebound. States open in the corner, looking for it. And they have been calling this. I don't know if the fans are seeing this game. If you're watching it closely, they've been calling it tight on both sides, but fair and even. The referees, I think, got together and said, okay, we're gonna call it a little bit. They're calling a few hand checks on both sides, so but this time it's going to go to the foul line, and the Storm will miss the first one from Maxwell. Taylor thinks that the Storm should start to move the basketball, start swinging the ball. So Kathy's cheering for Richardson. Let's go Halifax. So States will go to the foul line. See if he can connect on these. And kind of a needless foul for Halifax. So you just kind of stay down there and give the opposing team easy opportunities to score, but Storm hit one. King Sales will try to work against Session. Poole will find it, Billy White, and that's his position. And there's a foul. That's not on the shot. That's on the rebound. Yeah, and they're so that ball went in. We'll have to watch carefully with what happens here. And Brad State's doing a good job of holding his ground. And that was Mike Poole. And that, you'll see it here. Yeah, and that'll put States to the foul. So why he's going to the foul line for the fans, depending on your knowledge of basketball, they're in the bonus right now. So I think it's correct. You might have to correct me on this, but it used to be 5 fouls. If you get 5 fouls in the quarter, 5 or 6 fouls, other team starts to shoot bonus, and that'll give you 2 shots now. So that's what's happening here. So for Halifax, if they lose this basketball game, those little things can come back to haunt them. So they're struggling from the line. The Storm are struggling. But listen, Frank Session got in there to muck it up and keeps the ball alive. So just got to bend your legs a little bit more, breathe a little bit deeper, and just extend that hand up in the air, I think, for the Storm in general. So the ball's going to enter in. They have a full shot clock here. Maxwell's going to try to work on Watson. But he gets his own rebound and athletically grabs it, cups it, puts it in. Wow, that was... And a steal by Session. Wait for his teammates. Oh, tries the alley-oop pass. Maxwell gets stuffed by the rim. Whoa, we've got some action happening. It's going to cause a Halifax fast break. Scott tries to take a charge, but Mason goes around. And wait a second. They just teed up Mike Leslie. Yes, Mike Leslie just picks up a technical foul. So the Summerside native, he's proud of his guys, and he took one for the team there, but it'll send Scott to the foul line. Whew, the action in here. Misses that. So the action is heating up. 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. This is going down the wire. Gets fouled. And Tyrone Watts is not going to like that. But what a take here. You see it. Nice you're always going to the basket. Like if Maxwell gets that space between you and the defender, he gets a chance to set, dribble at you a little bit. He can go either way and go strong and hard and fast. So he's really taken advantage of some opportunities today. There's a foul shot to go in. Storm missed a whack of free throws here. So that'll give Maxwell 20 points. So 3 Storm players have 20 in this one. And just see what the ref's going to call. I don't even know if he's calling an offensive foul or a block. Now that's going to go on States because looked like there was a hand in there. So I'm just waiting for the call on that. Fans don't like it. So Marcus Bell will check back into the game shortly. This game's all tied up. Nice hook shot. And I really like his game. That's Mike Poole. Great defender, and he'll score when he has to, and he'll take the opportunities given. Nice backdoor cut by Dyke. Oof, to gather himself there. Great job. So it's tied again. 2 minutes left to go. There's been very little separation between these teams. Deep post position against the smaller Stringer. And Watson will try. Look at that take. Athletic. And Dyke Jr. starting to separate himself. I like this guy. Like I said, he's taking his minutes sparingly, and when he gets in there, he takes advantage. And Cliff Klinscale knows when his team needs a basket. What a point guard. States follow-up jam. Oh, this game. Wow, he just followed the basketball. Perfect timing. Throws it home. Oh, yeah. They're sparring back and forth. That's Mason. So sit back and relax. You're not going to want to go anywhere for this fourth quarter. These teams can play basketball. So there's 50 seconds left. Offensive foul. So they've been all over the Accra States for sure. They've been all over the off-the-ball fouls today. So you'll see it on the left side, and that was one that wasn't even called. So it's frustrating as a player, but I understand what the refs are trying to do. They're trying to reduce the hand checking, the push-offs, the cheap stuff away from the basketball. So you'll see a lot of that stuff in the second and third quarters for referees, and in the fourth quarters they kind of let them play. Hopefully the players have learned by then. Nice penetration. That was Dixon too, who's going to go to the foul line. So this has been a great quarter. I hope the people tuning in are happy with the effort of both these teams, all our Halifax friends and people in Charlottetown and abroad. Try again here. Give it a 2-point lead. And he'll connect. So there's 31. If they go quick, there's 2 for 1, but I don't think they're worried about that at this time. Maybe. It looks like they're going pretty hard. Oh my goodness, that has to go. 2 shots. Oh no. And saying no because that was so smooth. You almost want the continuation on that. They called it early. He got hit. Yeah, I guess he got hit before. He got hit close to the face there. So good call by the referee, but just an outstanding play by your point guard. Stringer is really something else. We'll give him 21 points in the game. This is a well-played third quarter. I'm expecting big things out of the fourth quarter here. Ball's moving. Good defense. Oh, they get the ball back with 4 seconds left to go. 3-2. Gets the basket to go at the buzzer. And that's Torrance Dyke Jr., what a heads-up play to run, to get the steal. Their defense created that steal, and that Stringer over to Dyke has to make a fancy left-handed finish. So are they going to be able to carry that momentum? This is what the Storm have been doing all season. They don't quit on any play. And we talked about it. I think there was a comment back on talking about the Storm have to pick up their defense, their team defense. Well, they just did there. And Brad States made a couple of plays down low to insert it in. Mishak Lufal made some good plays defensively as well. So you saw them really pick it up. So they give them a 2-point lead. Yeah, Darren Maxwell, nice finish. Francis Stringer, let's go. Did you see that pass, Francis? And that's Andre's playing very good. So both these teams want this basketball game. It's big. So hard to win on the road in this league. To give you some stats too, just updated here. Billy White is having a big game. Billy White is 7 for 8 from the floor. He's got 9 rebounds. So he's 1 rebound away from a double-double, and that's with 3 quarters of play. Taquan Zimmerman, 14 points. Antoine Mason's got 12. CJ Washington, 12. Tyron Watson, 8. Mike Poole's got 7 points. So, and Cliff Clean-Scales has 7 assists. So for the Storm, I'm not sure if this is updated. I'm trying to look. 20 points for Stringer, Maxwell, Sessions. Torrance Dyke, that's 4 points for him. And Mishak, which you saw some of the fans out there, he just got over last night and is the Storm's newest player. Came into the game and went 2 for 4 from the field and has 4 points. So it's going to come down to this quarter. And basically, it's a 2-point lead for the Storm, but they've got a lot of momentum on that last play by Dyke Jr. And seeing a nice game by both these teams. You see the difference. Like Halifax came out in that third quarter, ran a very disciplined offense, started out in that third quarter with a dunk. And the Storm are moving the basketball. They're doing it, like you said, they're more of a one-on-one team because they have the personnel. Like with Maxwell, he's one of your best one-on-one players, and he's, correct me, Maxwell family's probably 6'8", long, and can attack the basket. So I look for big things out of him in this fourth quarter. Johnson's back in. Stringer in session in the backcourt. Dyke will stay on the floor. Oh, nice crossover by Johnson. He gets the floating runner to go. So he does it with strength and power and control. So Johnson, again, having a great game here. White gets an opening. 2-on-1 opportunity. And Watson stares him down. But good take. You want to be aggressive in that. It was a 2-on-1 with a trailer that was pretty close by. So there wasn't really, just see the trailer running the play there. And then just gets a piece of the ball. So you can't get that one though. Ooh, in and out. So Billy White's starting this partial break. That's what he wants. A good one-on-one player. Gets you deep. Oh, thanks, Benjamin. 6'7", Maxwell is. So, yeah, long and lean and super athletic. Nice post position. This is a nice matchup. Zimmerman and Chris Johnson. And the Storm, listen, they just forced Halifax into a shot clock violation. So that's their defense is really picking up the pace here. They're overloading the left side there at the beginning. Johnson will catch it coming across the baseline. Oh my goodness, what a pass. It got deflected just perfectly for Dyke Jr. to grab and finish. So Big minutes out of him, like I said, big, important minutes. Ooh, very nice. And that's Mason too, soft touch. Yeah, Jude. Jude is talking about one of our fans here in this building's stats. Getting the crowd going. Maxwell gets his own rebound, finishes. Hard to do. Oh! Gets a late block on Billy White. That's tough to do right there. Just catches a piece of that, so good defense there. So this is, I'd normally say a lead would balloon like 15 or 18 points, but it's 6 points now for the Storm, and that's a balloon in this game because this is as big a lead as either team have seen is 6 points. 6 points now for the Storm. That's a balloon. Darren, yeah, welcome to my block party because they're talking about the block, the last block. So those guys in there, like Watson's got his hand on both the Allen Storm players. These guys are all friends off the court. Oof. Nice. Can't leave that shooter open. And that's Zimmerman having an outstanding game. Zimmerman is a force. Defend and score. We give Dyke a little isolation. Oh, the old bank shot. He was looking for that. That's an underrated shot right there. And then the answer back. And that's Mason. Mason and Zimmerman are really playing. Oh, froze him. And then you'll foul. So he just froze Zimmerman. Watch this. Watch this little move. That shimmy right there. Froze Zimmerman. Zimmerman can play defense. That's how good Stringer is. Yeah, Dyke Jr. is playing well. Thanks for the comments again. It's nice to sit down and read them, and you guys are a big part of this broadcast because, again, Peter Ruckazer is on assignment. He does some of the other sports teams, the Islanders games. So that's the hockey team here. So you guys are my color people. So the ball is moving again in Halifax style. Gets it into Billy White. That's what they want. Good close out in the shooters. What? That went in. Wow. That was neat. That was, well, not. That was a really interesting play. Got a piece of it, but had enough power to finish. So that's what we're talking about. Antoine Mason can score. He's had some big games against the Silence Storm team in the past, so really good player. He's got 12, but he's really starting to heat up here. We'll try to go to Maxwell in the post. It's the rip through, puts it out of bounds. Off of Mason. I think they're drawing the 50. The 50 is like huge. So Johnson's got it on the left side. 8:40 left in this one. Starts a deep three. Just hits back rim. Clingsales will try to get his guys going. He finds Billy White. He's got more assists to him in his career than anybody. So those two work very well together. I mean, you won't see big score numbers out of Clingsales for the most part, but he can score. He just knows what his team needs. Just a great point guard. He's going to call foul there on Mason. Good looking shot there by number 13, Maxwell. Having a great game. And they're trying to look for that. That's what Halifax does towards the end of the games. They'll try to get, they know their offense goes through Billy White. And they're getting physical down there. Oh, yeah. Cliff Klingsales drops a 3. So they're trying to get to Billy White, he was, and then Maxwell's doing a good job, just shoots the 3. So that's a big shot for them. So it's a 1-point game here. Listen, 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Tries that teardrop. Can't get it to fall. And Billy White slips the screen and on a fast break for a dunk. So that'll get the Storm to call a timeout. And that's what they do. He's that open because they just hit a 3 trying to get into him. So Halifax will try to go through him to finish this game, and he becomes a great, he's probably, I would say he's the best 5 passer in the league, Billy White is. So he'll get the ball down there, knows where his teammates are going to be, makes the right decision. So 1-point game, 7:16 left to go, $3,000 50-50. That's, somebody's going to go home with somebody's going to have a good night tonight with the $3,000 50-50. There's a lot of people here. Again, if you're watching this game ever in Charlottetown, this is a great place to watch a basketball game. Biggest crowd of the season on today. And loads of time left in this one, but Halifax really has a little bit of momentum right now, so the Storm want to chat it over. It is only a 1-point game, but we just saw the Storm have a 6-point lead, and now it's down to 1. So, or sorry, they're down by 1. You see some great highlights. Some of the stuff that both teams were doing. Great job by Universal Medium here. And towards the end of this one, 7 minutes left to go. Like I said, I'm seeing some of the comments that you guys are making online, and you got to get that ball moving a little bit. Chris Johnson maybe hasn't had a touch in a while. They got to go back to him a little bit, and I would agree. Make sure that the shots come after 4 or 5 different passes, and then see what you can get. But all in all, like a pretty outstanding evening by your big 3 for the Storm. They have 60 points. So 1-point game, 7:15 left to go. Maxwell will get it on the right side. They'll bring Session off a screen. Nice take. Good. That was some movement, and then they kind of isolated Session and Maxwell on the right side of the floor. Well done. Get to the foul line. The foul go on Watson, I think I heard. And again, I'm going to check the foul line statistics here in a bit with these ones, with the concurrent stats. But the Storm have struggled today from the foul line, and that could make a big difference here down the stretch. Oh, nice spin. Maxwell gets back to block, to make a big block. So he almost overplays you, daring you to go that way. Can't get that one to connect. Johnson with a big rebound. Huge rebound at this point in this game. Coming off a Marcus Bell screen. Find the big man underneath. Drops it off. Lots of blue shirts under. Start a nice fast break. Going the other way. And that's Mason. Leaked out. Good shots by the Storm. Those were high-quality shots. Got the ball in deep. So we got to get back hard here. It's a little bit early in the shot clock to shoot that. The reason why I say that's just not in the flow of the basketball game. So make sure that the ball gets moving, then you get threes. Oh, there's a what? Can't connect. That was an education in one-on-one play right there. Clint Sales just got his person up. There was a switch. High, Marcus Bell took him, and Marcus Bell just went for some junky fake, but can't connect. So it'll be Storm basketball. Yeah, good looking shot again too. Just back rim by Chris Johnson. Gets a nice look at the basket there. So double screen high. They're going to want to go to Billy White right here. And then he'll go get into the post. Now you're in trouble. So Clint Scales just hit his second three. And this is what he does. He doesn't shoot, but towards the end of the game, man, he can break it open. So with 5 minutes left to go, Storm find an alley-oop to get the momentum back on their side. And Kendrick excited. Good ball movement. They're getting it into Billy White. No double team. There's the double team. Late. Leaves the shooter open, and they nail it. So easy game for Halifax. And pretty well played by the Storm. You just can't leave that shooter. But what do? Do you dump? Well, they turn it over. So 4 minutes left to go. You got to take something away here. They'll try to get it to Billy White. They'll find his shooters again. Good defense there at the end of that to start a fast break. Puts on the brakes. Maxwell manages to stay in bounds there. So it'll stay Storm basketball. So good little run by Halifax here. Good team run, but a nice alley-oop play to Marcus Bell to give him some momentum. Nice pass. Oh, two good follow-up plays, but they can't get, oh, technical foul. Chris Johnson wanted a foul bad. Now he's going to get one called on himself. He was so hot with the referee. And Tim Kendrick's going to support his player. But there was definitely contact on that replay by Johnson too. Coming out of bounds. Yeah, there was contact early before he even left the ground. So Halifax will, but it's 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. You're probably, those kind of calls kind of start to go away at this time of the games. You'll see it. You saw it if any of the basketball players are watching on Christmas Day. Like there was definitely fouls being called in the NBA on some of those games, and they just, you know, 3 minutes left to go in the game. They don't really call them as much. So a little bit of a hole here for the Storm. And what's even worse is 3 minutes, 45 seconds. The Halifax is going to get the ball back. So they're going to have to defend, start to score a little bit quickly. But this run to end this game by Halifax has been textbook. And it's exactly how coaches want to design it. Good ball movement, bringing it back out. Your point guard hits 2 threes. And he's been quiet all game. So that really puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Now the inside game starts to open up. And how do you defend a Billy White down in the post at this juncture of the game with single team coverage? It's difficult. So for the Storm, you've got to make sure that go back to the guys who are penetrating and getting to the basket well. And I wouldn't be surprised to see them bring maybe a shooter on like Scott. You got to start to think about hitting a couple threes, and if a three goes down, you can get back into this game pretty quickly. Their defense hasn't been necessarily too bad. It's just Halifax's offense the last 3 or 4 minutes has been just a little bit better. But the fans have been entertained to a great game here in Charlottetown. Huge crowd, just sections are filled and it's good. So get out, if you're watching this from Charlottetown, you're a Storm fan, get out here and participate because there's a really great atmosphere here. So the Storm will defend. There's still loads of time left. First order of business is to get a stop right here. So gonna make sure that Halifax doesn't catch it in the position they want to catch it. Poole has it, the ball's working around. Antoine Mason, he's your best one-on-one player. And there's the stop. Will it lead to a fast break? Oh, States had the ball in the basket and it jumped out. But this is almost even better in the sense you go to the foul line and have an opportunity to get 2 at the foul line. Really nice take by States. Nice, soft left-hand finish. He gets the much-needed foul shot there. So we'll see if the Storm pick up full court here. And he hits a second. And the Storm, listen, the Storm at that point were 21 of 35 from the line. So they've missed at least 14 free throws here. Just didn't know if that was updated or not. And big shot. Again, Klingscales has taken over this fourth quarter in so many different ways. Penetration, finds Stringer. Oh. There's 2 Storm players wide open. And the second jump, listen, it's an 8-point game here. So now you've got the hottest guy on the court with a basketball. I've seen this before. Billy White can't make the connect on that. I didn't know if I saw a foul. What? I don't know. But great. Oh, maybe a hand there on the finish. So this is the crew in the truck. Well done. This is 3 or 4 replays. Can I see that backwards, back to front now, guys? Just joking. They'd probably do it. Hope you're enjoying this again. Halifax is opening up a lead here and making it tough for the Storm team. 2:30 left. It's just been the last 4 or 5 minutes where Cliff Klingscales has really taken over. And just that's what he does. He's that good a point guard that he can change the dynamic of a game. Big possession here for the Storm. Oh, Brad States don't want to be doing that because the refs might blow a technical foul. So good pass to Marcus Bell. Yeah. So that'll do it for Billy White. Will take a break. And the crowd is not, they're happy to see him go. Great game out of Billy White. They're dynamic here. So Marcus Bell's going to go to the foul line. Another foul shot miss, so that'll make it 15 misses on the night for the Storm. Just difficult to win a basketball game when you're not connecting. That's 16th miss of the night. So they got to do it the hard way now. So 2 minutes, you've got to extend your defense. You got to gamble a little bit. and try to get this Halifax team shooting quickly, and they're not going to do it. They're too disciplined. Look at the action. And they're going to call a foul on Frank Session. So some different things, and I know that it's good to have you guys commenting in, because I get a sense and a feel for what you guys are saying. So as fans and stuff, the Storm on a back-to-back, they needed probably to get more guys involved offensively, is what I'm reading as a general consensus. The ball had to move a little bit more, and more guys had to take shots. So most of the Storm shots were done by 3 guys on penetration plays. So we'll see, but they've been playing very well. Such a high level of basketball. And then they just might have come against a no. And I say no because it's just, you know as a player you can't foul that. Can't get in that close. You've done your job to a certain point, and to extend out, you touch that shooter and it's a foul. So good call by the referee. Just not smart. Down 9 points here to do that. If these foul shots go in, the game is pretty much over. So they can argue all they want, but that was a foul, and it was just more or less not. Do your job, and then make sure you don't foul that shooter. Don't leave your feet. So he hits his second one. But shout out to the Storm, who are playing amazing basketball. And this Halifax team needed this win. They came in hungry and focused right from the beginning of this basketball game. And this game was back and forth. If you're just tuning in late, the biggest lead was 6 for each team. And both these teams played well tonight. You got to extend your defense. It's got to be a full court. You're looking for steals here. So 1:39 left to go. Session has already got picked his pocket once today, but Clinkscale's not going to let it happen this time. Great point guard. There's the extended defense. And so if you're Halifax, that was a great possession. You used the whole shot clock, and now you're going to the foul line. If you're the Storm, by fouling that, it couldn't be any worse for you, because they've used their whole shot clock, and now they're going to go try to shoot foul shots. So you're just making it hard for yourself. So yeah, some good insight. Yeah, Michael, I just read your last post there, and just thinking back to where this Halifax team started to score there. Was it the Storm defense? They had gone through, like, there's so many talented players that, I really think it was offense on that side by Cliff Clinkscales hitting those threes. It really opened up the game for Halifax, and with their discipline, it makes it you have to play defense for quite a long time. Session goes to the basket strong and hard. So we're sitting at a 12-point lead. It's just, you have to be able to stop that Halifax run after that first three. And Coach Kendrick did the right thing, took a timeout, tried to stop it. Look at that individual work by Session, really working hard. And if you go back and watch that game that the Storm played last night in St. John, such amazing, we're talking about team basketball. This is a great team. They really stay together. But they trust each other. They let the people who are hot score. They'll try to work the ball to them. So they really played with that sense last night. Today, it got a little bit of, some guys got hot at different times, and rightfully so. They took the ball to the basket. So I don't have a problem with that. You'd like to see every second or third possession where you're hitting guys in the corner, you're getting easy jump shots or three-pointers. And that just wasn't there today. So this crowd is getting hostile here. So 59 seconds left. This one's in the books. Halifax is not going to lose this one. So it's a 10-point game. Shout out to the Halifax fans for watching. Thanks for tuning in today and watching. Played well today. Your team played well today. And so did this Island Storm team. So Billy White is out of the game, but he had 18 points, 9 rebounds. Offensive foul. Good take by Brad States to take it. Taquan Zimmerman played well, 14 points. Anthony Mason had 12, but really came on some huge baskets for him. Mike Poole, I like his game. He had 7 points for Halifax. For the Storm, they were led by Session, 20 points, Stringer, 20, Devon Maxwell had 20. Tough shot there. Difficult shot, but he can hit that shot. So just, yeah, you look at the scoring and the scoring after this, and the ball needs to move. Nice steal there. And a blocking foul. So some good things to kind of end with for the Storm there. Yeah, so thanks, Mark Robertson, for the comments and stuff. We're reading all your comments. Yeah, Paul's talking about Clint Scales is a true floor general. He really is. And I knew it when you play this Halifax team, it's never over, and you're always in trouble when he's on the floor. Great comments today, everybody. How are you feeling? Like is everybody out there ready for a good night tonight? Hopefully you stay safe. Make sure you do all the safe things you're supposed to do on New Year's Eve. And stay warm as well. Don't get caught out there outside of the bar at 2:30 in the morning with no cabs. It's going to be -20. Well, I don't know if everybody's watching where it's -20. Oh, thanks a lot, Paul. Appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the coverage of the game here. We still have another 30 seconds left to go. Try to keep it entertaining today. And you guys were great because there was nobody up here. It's just me and myself. So I really kind of leaned on all the comments and stuff, and it gets me thinking in different ways. So thanks for being part of the broadcast. That's what it's all about. The fans are important in this league, and we salute you from Halifax, Charlottetown, Cape Breton, St. John's, Moncton. It's a great league. So it's an 8-point game. Stringer will go to the foul line. You'll see strong full court pressure right here. They're going to try to get a steal out of bounds right now. Everybody's got to match up. They're going to try to keep it out of Clink Scales' hands. And there could be, nope, good pass, center court pass. No trap. And Clink Scales not going to make a mistake with it. They're looking to get it to him. Oh my goodness, he's good. There's the ball. 10 seconds left to go. Try to make some. Oh, turnover, but they won't. That's a respectful thing to do. That's how good Mike Poole is. He doesn't go in and shoot the basketball. Like, that's a true professional right there. Unbelievable. So great crowd. Listen, again, the final is going to be 123-116. The Hurricanes come in and steal one from the streaking Storm team. Lots of things to work on for the Storm. Again, we'll just go by what the fan said. Ball movement. Want to see maybe a little bit more structure in their offensive sets. They're all great one-on-one players, but you got to make sure the ball gets worked around. For the Hurricanes, you come in on the road and you just stick to what your coach, Mike Leslie, has taught you, and he's got you playing high-level basketball. So great game all around. I can't wish you a happier New Year than I truly feel. that you deserve. So 2018 will be a great year for you. Make sure it includes the NBL Canada in your areas. On behalf of the team on Universum here, who do a great job, and they really do, all those replays and stuff. Thanks for tuning in. You guys are the best. We'll see you in the new year with myself and Peter Ruckgazer. All the best. Check out all the Storm stuff online. We'll chat with you in 2018. Best wishes.